Alrighty, chat, let's get into it. Yep, all good to go. Let me bring up my chat here in OBS. It's gonna be a long one today. So just let me make sure I'm all good to go here. We are gonna be doing another one of these comparisons with live comparison of pre-recorded footage. I think it's gonna work out because I have some preliminary notes here I've already taken. Streamer next game? Okay. So anyway, we'll be playing Xenoblade today. I have a whole bunch of preliminary notes here, so I have more to talk about. I do have some quality of life things I've already spotted that I haven't read about yet. Oh shit, it is misspelled. Sorry. Let's see. Thank you. Thanks, Gord. Save the preview VODs. Oh great, it's misspelled. It's gonna be misspelled on the others, I think. Tactics Remaster. Yeah, we have a lot to talk about today. There is so much to talk about. Let's try to hone in on Bravely Default for a little while. Hi, Pop. In-game. So I have a good, like, script here of notes. I've already noticed some changes they didn't really talk about. I'll go ahead and just start these up. Turn that one down.
Oh, hello.
Why is Square only doing key cards? Because Switch 2 cartridges only come in one size, and that's 64 gigabytes, and that's absurdly expensive, so publishers are not gonna pay that. Nintendo is kind of forcing the push to do that.
From you. Say that you'll stay till the very end. With that done, let's get you on your way.
So hey, we didn't lose assets. Got a nice high quality pre-rendered scenes. We don't have AR to show there. So I arranged this a little offset just so we can have the bottom screen down there, but I didn't want to compromise the size of the top screen. What we have here on the right is
Can you hear my prayers?
not in this, so I'm gonna pause that.
Whoever you are.
But well, while we're looking at story things and addressing this, Square gave me code for Bravely Default, and I was not prepared at all to be doing this. This opportunity popped up like 2 days ago, and I already had some plans, so now I had to cram this in, and I felt this is pretty important. I should get to it. This is the scene that was AR. Okay, I'm glad you told me that, since I've been not seeing that. Yeah, there's a there are some adaptations we'll see from 3DS mechanics. But yeah, I was given this opportunity pretty last minute. There were no, like, strict embargo guidelines. Though they did... I would say it's recommended to avoid story spoilers, and there's two reasons that's probably a good idea. One is there's a lot of shit that happens in this game's prologue. There's a lot of moving pieces pretty right away. It's very, like, back of the box. It already tells you what it is. If you read the character bios, it tells you already. But there's a lot that kind of immediately happens. In addition to that, there's a lot of talking cutscenes in this game. So, like, all throughout this prologue, like, 50%, 60, 70% of my footage is just cutscene and talking. It's a lot of yapping, especially when you're like listening to the voice acting. So we should even, I think that recommendation's a good idea, so we can just look more at gameplay and not focus as much on all of the still cutscenes and dialogue. So I can see why they also want to do that for in regards to spoilers. Granted, this is the opening of the game, so. Let me pop up my bookmarks here. See where I go from here. So and it goes through introducing all our characters here.
Foretelling its death is a hoax in poor taste.
I am also going to do my best to pace myself, because there is a lot going on today. I'm pretty, like, hyped up, I guess you would say. So I gotta slow myself down a bit. Getting a little too anxious.
Pages hold no history, only the future. And more
the monster I had earlier didn't help. So,
we've yet to meet, and
this game on Switch 2. Whatever the resolution is, doesn't have anti-aliasing, but it's certainly higher than 720. We're definitely looking at. Honestly, 1080 might be a good guess, and it is 60 FPS, which is nice. That's a nice upgrade.
Master Kami Izumi.
Let's see.
One final test of skill.
So before we even look at the remaster, we have to lay some other groundwork about. Yeah, will we test Xenoblade? Yes. Yeah, we'll look at Xenoblade. I have some pre-rendered Xenoblade 3 footage to look at, and it will be worth looking at.
You've a long road ahead. Make for
but the long and short of it, when it comes to Switch 1 games, they are, if they're a dynamic res game, they're always going to be at their highest dynamic res, and they're always going to have, if it's a game that's locked at 30, it's going to be a locked 30, it won't have drops. If it had drops before, it probably doesn't have drops now. 30 and 60 FPS games. Switch Footage 2 is docked, yeah.
Father, I swear that I'll return to
So, we gotta lay some groundwork, because they're already on 3DS, there were 2 versions of this game. The original Japanese release was titled Bravely Default Flying Fairy. You'll notice that Flying Fairy is the subtitle for this one. The version that we got in the US was an international version. It was called Bravely Default for the sequel. That's the version we got. It's just labeled Bravely Default because they didn't need to put that subtitle on when we didn't get the original version. So that scared a lot of people initially, because it might have implied they didn't have for the sequel's changes. It does. Immediately, one of the big things was what's going on with encounter rate, because this game lets you change the encounter rate. So this is a quick note about the remaster. Sorry, I already skipped ahead to the remaster, but this was just a important note going into the remaster, was about encounter rates. You can change them between 0 to 200%. And at first, it didn't look like it was possible on Switch. And when we did read about it, it was reportedly behind a new minigame. There's 2 new minigames in the Switch version. We'll look at that later. That's not the case. Once you get into the first actual dungeon in the prologue, the second place you go into, you unlock the encounter rate modifier. And it doesn't let you go to 0%. It lets you go between 50 to 200. What the item from the minigame does is it lets you go from 0% to 400%. That's what it does. But the setting is still there. Also, you notice on the right, my Switch 2 went to sleep, so it dimmed because of how long the opening is. A precursor of how long dialogue is. But anyway, let's go ahead and skip to where my next point was. But let this go as I continue. So, for the sequel, I guess I should run through these notes real quick. I'm testing out the cutscene fast forwarding there on the right. So the version that we got on 3DS here in the States. New story scenarios, bonus dungeon, an event viewer was added. The Bravely Second mechanic. You can freeze time in battle using SP, which is filled by putting your 3DS in sleep mode. Optionally, to get another way of getting SP was paying real currency. Real money. But otherwise, you would put your 3DS in sleep mode to collect SP. The game has a village reconstruction mechanic in it. In this version of the game, or rather in the US version of the 3DS game, monsters now invade and you'll be assisted by villagers obtained through Street Pass or via your friends list or just random players. Some of the reconstruction times were increased in the US 3DS version. Clearing downstream area goes from 50 hours to 70 hours, an example. And speaking of examples, because I'm reading this pretty word for word, there is a GameFAQs guide. It's already linked in the description. By Zoel. This is a fantastic GameFAQs guide. A lot of my info right now is about to come from here. I really didn't see much about it anywhere else. Fantastic guide for the game, and it does have all these differences already listed down there. So some of the info here is because it's my preliminary notes before I reword anything for a video. It's bar for bar. In the US 3DS version, you now can adjust difficulty settings. You get a handful of them, and you can adjust the encounter rate. Due to this, some freelancer abilities were replaced. The original version's difficulty sits between the new version's easy mode and normal mode. You hit both Street Pass and online to get more guys quickly to rebuild the town. Yeah, so much for the online.
Be careful, child.
Full video? Yes. Eventually, yeah, there will be a full video on this eventually. It does warrant it. Now that I've already seen some of the changes with the remaster, it warrants a full video. So I'm going to, let me just take a break here for, chat. I'm gonna let my footage here. Let me skip ahead. Or we got to the king. No. There you go. So back to Japan and US 3DS versions. Jobs were rebalanced, some upgraded and some heavily nerfed. And on the GameFAQs page are a handful of the nerf jobs, but they're blocked out, as in spoiler tagged. I'm gonna leave it at that. If you want to see like an example of one's nerfed, leave it there. Costumes are a subcategory now instead of an armor type. The damage cap was raised over 9,999 during Bravely Second. That lets you get past it. The Vampire subquest now requires 6 keystones from around the world throughout the game. Before, you had to collect 6 keystones per chapter. And if I misinterpreted anything, please correct me, if anyone is aware. Let's see. There were story changes in Chapter 7 and Chapter 8. Bosses were rebalanced. Some stronger, some weaker, more save slots. Some visual touch-ups, such as in the center of town in Florum. There are 3D models now for party chat. The ability the difficulty adjustment options. You can speed up battles. And again, this is for the 3DS US version. This was all added to the 3DS US version that wasn't in the original JP release. And then we got the English localization. In the English localization for the game, everybody is 3 years older, and some character and location name changes. Going back on the note about difficulty, about the original version's difficulty, and then going to this new version with adjusted difficulty settings. Some notes about what was only going on in Japan. So if you started Flying Fairy, but got for the sequel, you would need to log in to a Square Enix member account to transfer your save. being a Square Enix member also unlocks free items and costumes for some achievements, which is another thing. The JP version has achievements tied to it, the website, but they're there. Yeah, we're getting to the outfits. One of the achievements is, actually we're getting to it right now. One of those achievements was completing the game on hard mode without going off of it, adjusting it. And that gave you a bikini for Anya's. Now, that costume and a handful of other costumes from the Japanese are only in the Japanese release, because we don't have any of that whole achievement system. Here, sorry, let me restart these back. Because we don't have an achievement system, there's just a bunch of inaccessible Japanese costumes, and also it's not the only bikini in the game. The bikini one that is in the game, and a few other costumes covered up more skin. There was a one that's inaccessible to the guys that I feel like I've seen that covered up, but I don't remember. Has the music remastered at all? I mean, we don't have 3DS compression. Ooh, sorry. Okay, now let me go to the original. Just higher quality. It's a soundtrack that I don't think needs remastered. Yeah, it was a Ring a Bell costume that was if you do modding or anything, you can get those costumes anyway. They're still like in the game files. But yeah, they're by normal means not accessible. So that's the situation with the game's original localization. Now then, is the game data on cartridge? I want to say no. Let's check. Because we can look at the box art, because they have that annoying thing at the bottom of them. Yeah, it does. It is not on the cartridge. It is a key card. JP version of the sequel had the English dub on there. That's probably because, you know, it was it would I guess be more work cutting it out. Sometimes Japan loves that, just getting getting English localizations. There are times where they enjoy that. I've seen many Japanese players that just play to hear the English localizations and what they do with it. Star Ocean S. Yeah, well, I'll go over it again quickly. Switch 2 cartridges only have one storage size, and that's 64 gigabytes. That's really expensive and was not the case with Switch 1. So third-party publishers do not want to pay for only 64 gigabyte carts. So they're kind of, there's a better word for it than forcing, stiff-arming them? Strong-arming publishers into doing key cards, because nobody is going to pay 64 gigabyte carts. Compromise is true too for games that are let's see here. I know you can't see it right now. I was hoping to see a file size, but this game is probably not 64 gigabytes. So it's a lot of wasted space for many games as well. 14 gigabytes. Yeah, there you go. It's hard to tell if buying 64 gigabyte cartridges is worth when it's 14 gigabytes. On Switch 1, they wouldn't have done this. And it's going to be fucking frustrating, because that's a whole other topic, but that's going to really lead to like, fast forward the downfall of physical, unfortunately. Okay, I do have some Switch 2 notes. The Switch, this version that we're seeing on the right, co-developed by Cattle Call, who co-developed Legend of Legacy and Alliance Alive. Big surprise. Higher resolution, and there's 2 new minigames. Both use the Switch 2's mouse functionality. One is a rhythm game, specifically Osu, and the other is a variety of Simon Says. I'm not allowed to... The music is copyright, so they don't want me to play it. They just give the heads up, hey, that the rhythm game music
my prayers?
is licensed, so you probably shouldn't play it on a stream. It'll get claimed. I can show it, because I'm not anywhere like that in the game. I'm only this far into the prologue. But I can show you, because I went ahead and downloaded a launch stream from the other day. I downloaded a launch stream from the other day that was only in Japan. And in this VOD, they show off the modes. So, here's one of our Osu mode. That's a little different, but still. It's a more free motion rhythm game. Not pure buttons. So this is one mini game, and here's the other one. This one is more of a Simon Says one. So, they added these mini games since I can't, like, show off more of them. But actually, I'll leave them up while I go over this here, because I do have a note here. So, there are rewards for these mini games. One reward that they explained and got lost in translation, and we'll reiterate it. The HD remaster, once you get into the second dungeon, gives you the encounter rate setting, but you go from 50% to 200%. Those are where you can go between. To get it to go to 0% and 400%, that's behind the minigame. When you do the minigame and get the reward, you'll be able to turn it up to 400 or off with 0%. That's what the adjustment was. But the encounter rate setting is still there. Which again, emphasizing, even though it's labeled Flying Fairy, these are for the sequel changes that are still here anyway. So it's still using that as a base. Rewards for those minigames, yep. And also it looked like costumes. Those reward things got lost in translation because because they were only in Japanese, those notes. The network features were also retained, and we'll see how they did that shortly. That's it for my notes. Now, let me minimize that, close that video now, and let me get to my next bookmarks here. And also take a breather. Let's see. So now that's let's see more what we got here. Battle speed up option still present. Sorry, I'm just taking a breath. Like I said, I gotta pace myself for this long stream we're about to get into. Granted, I got that all out of the way. Let's see. I didn't look at the party chat here on the right, because these cutscenes are long. I was getting a little impatient, especially when the focus should be the gameplay. But we'll still look at some cutscenes here. But new to the HD remaster is speeding up cutscenes. It's speeding them up like this. But I do want to, let me see here. I do want to hear the audio quality of the voice acting. Actually, I can do that in the next VOD, which I guess I'm gonna go to now. Any initial things here that I need to think of? No, they're in the beginning of the next VOD, so let me just move on to the next VODs here. So, this over here, and this over here. So here's something immediately on the right. The prices are nerfed. Everything's cheaper. I guess that's a buff, actually. So the prices are cheaper. Everything right in the beginning of the game is cheaper price. They reduced them. I noticed that immediately because when I was doing the 3DS version, I just went grinding for money. But yeah, the bunch of items are now cheaper. You can equip when you buy them, which is something you couldn't do before. Once you buy it, you can equip it right away. I gotta show the magic off because the magic prices are a big deal. Because they're all the spells are like 200 in 3DS version, and here they are. Cure was 100. Here, let me go back to that. I skipped it like an idiot. What are we missing from the second screen? Not really much. Oh, sorry, you're not missing much. The map that is on the bottom screen of the 3DS is a toggle option for the top right mini-map that's showing on the HD remaster. Also, yeah, so Poison Blind, those are 50. They used to be 200. Same with Cure. Cure is 100. So that mini map in the top right, when you press the, see it says the R3 for switch map, that switches to the map as it appears in the 3DS version. Everything in the bottom screen is put into the game's full UI. So, let's see here.
The Vestals come to us.
I slowed down the, oh yeah, this is where I was gonna listen to the voice acting.
Is she? I like it.
So it's the
So help me, Holly. I'm going in myself
Remaster.
this time. Don't try to stop me.
That's higher quality.
Shower soon.
Watch the ship, boys. Is she?
Here we go.
Oh, the
Tactics
Vestals
Remaster,
come-
yeah.
We've supplies to last a fortnight. Cannonballs to rain iron on Caldisla for a week straight.
It's night and day. Yeah, there's and it's like that on 3DS because this game has a lot of dialogue. And it's a lot of voice dialogue. They had to fit that onto a 3DS cartridge. It's like 2 gigabytes in Japan, and then it's 4 gigabytes in the US version.
Right. Give us a fitting arena.
Granted, that had more changes to it. The game keycard going digital. Maybe let it go. Frustrating. If it's certainly cheaper, I guess that's all that matters at that point, right? You don't own it either. You don't own it either way.
A part of the asterisk's power,
Let's see here.
You know where to run.
So let's skip to the boss battle. This is the tutorial on looking at exam info. They don't give you that on 3DS, but it may have been because I didn't use the spell or the ability. I just kind of went in. But yeah, I like how the UI's been adapted. Yeah, I had a hell of a time pre-recording this just because there's so much dialogue to constantly go through. I was going to record the Japanese version. I read off all those changes earlier. It's like, I don't have much to gain from re-recording all of this again. There is also, yeah, the key cards do still have resale potential, yes. I am probably just gonna do digital unless there is value in having that box, I guess, and I want to pay for a box. That Tactics Remaster artwork is pretty damn nice. I like that box art. I did that with Battle Network. I did that with I have a Japanese copy of Crisis Core. Yeah, you got the resale value until Switch 2 servers go down. Well, anyway, or until there's maybe quote-unquote community found workarounds. The smothering filters. I think the tactic, the team that does Evilise just likes that, because there are sprites like that in Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. You only see them in the bounty place in the hunt board. As the no, you see it in the achievement area of Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. It has the same filtered or redrawn sprites. They just like that look. So it is very nice that they included the classic look. And depending on who, maybe you just want the original like features and that version of the localization too. There's a lot to talk about there. Yeah, let me see here. Do the retranslation with the old sprites. Yeah, I kind of wish it was a mixed bag of options. But I don't know. Once I got into Tactics Ogre, I didn't really mind the look. You know, it isn't exactly the same as the Vaseline. And at a distance, it's okay. And then you start looking up close, you look at it on your monitor, that's harder to look at. No, it's not OG hardware. I don't think it'll be in the full port review either. I don't think I have a financial means right now of getting a 3DS capture card. So we'll worry about that another time. I did my best to make sure it's accurate to what 3DS capture card's image quality looks like. Close as I can get. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. Ton of yapping already. All right. And it has been a half hour. Okay. So let me see here. Let me hop over to my part 3 footage, because I did have more here. I put the footage in the wrong order. There we go. Right here, I went to save before boss. That load time was really... I can't believe that load time caught it up. Yeah, load times are great.
What? You! The Vestal and her little friends! How are you here? Is no one under me competent?
Unlock frame rate mode in 3 hopes. Do you mean mode, or is it a mod? Are you telling me if I put the game in right now, like there's a setting for that? Because there is one in Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Our orders are to take the Vestal
Bomb Rush
alive.
Cyberpunk saw this coming, and there is already an option in the game to uncap it.
I'll show you.
So some games were prepared already, like for that situation.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
So yeah, we're showing here. I wanted to get here just because this is first battle with 4 party members. Bayo 3 is 60 FPS now, yeah.
Madness. This sort of indiscriminate slaughter cannot be allowed.
It's been going
Black Mage ominous
slower.
flow.
Oh no, it was already caught up though. It was already behind.
I'm at my patience
I was gonna say, did they adjust the dead air timing between text boxes?
What? You're turning traitor? You'll make your father a laughing stock!
Yeah, I wanted to be able to see this cutscene. I skipped right past it, but the town in the beginning of the game, which is based around utilizing the 3D appearance,
You there. You've been helping me.
certainly if you were to try to play the game upscaled on 3DS, it's not going to look as good. I think they did a good job with upscaling in regards to the HD remaster. We'll go back to the town in a bit.
Well,
No flames.
Real name, but
There might be no flames because I started this cutscene at full speed.
What's in a name, really?
And I mean, that still would have been considered a bug anyway. Skipping forward. There we go. Ends the fight. Now, another note here is on the 3DS footage, I over-leveled. I'm over-leveled because I was grinding the money. In the Switch version, because I already noticed. Let's see, what did I notice? So I mentioned things are cheaper in the Switch version. So they lowered the prices of items. They give you more items. In the first cave, you had like 3 potions, and on 3DS, you have like 1 potion. So you get more items. Items are cheaper too, I'm pretty sure. There was another big note I had about difficulty. So I will say it's harder for me to judge the difficulty because I also just went in on the right side, and we do like Tiz is gonna go down in the fight on a Switch version, but I can't say if it's harder or easier because I'm not the same level between these versions. So I'm already taking more damage. Bravely Second get a remaster? Up in the air? They might. I would like to see reinstall Bravely Default 2. I might reinstall that to look at it, but not right now. I didn't reinstall it for the stream. I already ran out of storage space. Oh, how about convenience? So in the 3DS version, they even tell you this. You're able to play the whole game only with your left hand, because the D-pad on the 3DS, the left and right are cancel and confirm. So you can navigate and play the whole game and use the D-pad for confirming things. You can't do that on the Switch version. I think the trade-off there, at least in the Switch version, is you pressing L and R in battle already goes to Brave and default. So I'm taking advantage of it here. I'm just mashing R and then holding down the attack button. Or you can just hold R as well. So I'm just setting everybody to max Brave and having them go in. Because I was thinking, if this fight goes like how it did on 3DS, this won't take long at all. It took longer. This soundtrack is great. I'm really impressed with what I've been hearing so far. So, just from like the prices and everything, there is more than likely going to be a handful of other things to look at and compare with any other like difficulty adjustments they made, because we hadn't really heard about that prior. We didn't hear anything about it. Same with the details of how the friend thing worked. That's another thing, actually, and it wasn't shown in my footage. I'm gonna go back and find that. It must have been in my number 2 footage. Let me throw both of them back on, too.
I've said it once.
So, let me turn this down so it's not constantly skipping audio. Oh no, it's going to be at the end of the first footage. Here I'm showing the prices. This town. Oh, I guess I do show prices. Yeah, so they get a look at town here. 20, 100, 10. Actually, I think it's that there's more items. I need to go to the item shop. Do I do that here? Annoyingly, I don't think I stop by the item shop. I go back. Hold on. Oh yeah, I go back because, oh no, I don't. Okay, I was thinking I started the fight too early. This is coming to other systems. It's Nintendo published, isn't it? Granted, that hasn't stopped Dragon Quest XI-S from showing up on other platforms, so that doesn't necessarily rule it out. But it is Nintendo published, I'm pretty sure. Is it? I'm gonna double check myself on that. I'm not No, it wouldn't be Nintendo published, because then I wouldn't have gotten a code from Square Enix. No, it's not. Yeah, so there's a good chance. Yeah, I think it'll be on PC at some point. Yeah. Same with Yakuza 0 Director's Cut, which we're gonna look at a little later today.
The Vestals come to us.
What was my other point about back in town? Was that my cursor? Why the hell? No, that wasn't my cursor, was it? Literally, how would my cursor have shown up? Over in Elgato. What the hell did I see? I'm so curious what oh, it's a bird. I saw a bird. I was like, how did a cursor get there? No, it's just a bird. The items. Oh no, I wanted to show how they reincorporated the multiplayer, some of the multiplayer stuff. So I gotta go back to the first one. Skip to the end there and skip to the end here. So I do party chat after we leave. Let's see. Let me go from here. You get the tutorial for it here. Miraculous accessory lets you communicate with other players. Register other players like to play as friends. You can summon friends to aid you in battle, share abilities, and more. First, become a friends account. Set your network function to on. Be registered as other friends lists. 20 friends at once. Make sure to protect anyone. Keep on your list. Throw you into the tutorial for it. Let me skip past this because the new tutorial box comes up here. Passing souls in town. Notice anybody in town with a different aura about them. They're souls of players from other worlds. Try passing them by getting close to them. Double checking that the passing soul thing wasn't how it did it in the 3DS version. No, it has a different tutorial. Double checking myself here. So you get passing souls in Switch compared to... Oops. Why do I do that? Yeah, so in introducing the, so annoying I do this. Let me let the right go for here. So other souls from other players will simply appear in town every few hours. They'll even appear while you're not playing, so pop into town when you have the time. That's more or less, they just put, like, Street Pass itself into the game. Which I think is a funny way of going about it. Yeah. I think that's a funny way of going about it. Let me just make sure that was the only thing regarding Street Pass. Yeah, it was. So, souls you pass will registered as friends in the as guests in the friend menu. Guests can be summoned just like friends, just so get out there. Pass some souls. Oh, the main menu adaptation. The pause menu, rather. I don't think I've looked at that yet. I don't think I pulled it up. Oh, I show some settings here. When I was looking through the difficulty stuff. For the encounter stuff. But it gives you the encounter settings once you enter the... technically second dungeon. Of the prologue. Depends if you count the ravine. Were there any other settings? I was talking in a call, which is why I have so much dead footage here of just the game doing nothing. I was, pretty damn distracted. It's been a busy day already. But a lot of the same settings are present. Oh, message speed. You can turn the message speed faster. That's nice. The Switch 2 can connect to hotel Wi-Fi. I'm not going to a hotel right now. I think we are going to have to consult Reddit on that one. God damn it. Maybe I go back over? No. I'll go frame by frame here. Holy shit, that was fast. Why did I do that? Yeah, is the Switch 2 allowed at the Gaylord Hotel and Resort? Okay, that's all. Just the battle shortcut settings. Dash by default's already a setting in there. Pretty sure. Auto dialogue is there, but yeah, that was another thing is fast forwarding dialogue. In 3DS you can fast forward battles, and in Remaster you get to fast forward battles and cutscenes, which we saw at the beginning of the stream. Let me take another look at my notes here, see if I missed anything I was going to cover. We talked about the mini games, the other quality of life stuff, network features retained. Any status regarding the cut costumes, things like that? I got nothing on that right now. I don't think anyone really knows. I feel like, oh, what I was feeling, and probably, I'm assuming, educated guess here, since they said it was new cutscenes in here, I'm gonna throw these up. Not new cutscenes. They threw costumes as rewards into the new mini-games. So I'm having a feeling that maybe those inaccessible achievement costumes were put into that, and that's how you get them now. I'm gonna assume they're behind the minigame stuff, because that would kind of make sense. But yeah, interestingly, they kind of control how you can use the encounter rate adjustments out of the gate to make sure you don't, like, begin the game with it off. I think that's it for now. I am enjoying how I've been seeing so many games run nicely on Switch 2. This being 60 FPS. They have said explicitly it is based on the international version. So those costumes are, it's probably a case like Tokyo Mirage Sessions. So if you speak English, and you care about that localization stuff, this whole game isn't for you.
I don't suppose I have much choice. I'll join you.
Not without modding.
Let's be done with her and back to the villa already. I'm liable.
I think we're
if I don't get a proper shower soon.
Covered everything here I wanted to.
What's the ship, boys? Aye, sir.
But yeah, I would not be surprised to see more.
Wait, give us a fitting
Read otherwise. It was from interview, but we've been showing it off so far. It has like all the features for the sequel. The only reason it went around that it was the original Japanese version is because it's still calling itself Flying Fairy, which is the original subtitle. Good question as to why. That did just kind of lead to confusion.
I'd say we're already finished here. I'm not breaking a sweat if it's not absolutely necessary.
Because, I mean, all these other features and everything are still here for the sequel. All that stuff is still here.
Let me have this. My heart's fuse is
Um,
lit. You can't unlight my
So I
heart
wouldn't
fuse.
look forward to those costumes if you care about them being uncensored.
Must you always shout? Daft
See.
or loud man? Pick one.
I think we're good here. I think I would like to get to showing off some other
You've
games.
caused more than enough hassle already.
I've gone over all my notes. I would like to continue this game, but there's a lot to look at tonight, today,
Lovely.
and tonight.
She speaks sense.
And hell, might even be more tomorrow. I am looking forward to Final Fantasy Tactics. We will be covering that on the channel. Probably a stream when it comes out, and then a proper port review.
Pipe down, or will it take my boot on your
Oh, we're not ending the stream. No, we still got like multiple hours to go here.
Now, Crystal, I'll see you're well taken care of.
So I will be, doing that. I'm just covering what was talked about yesterday that is relevant to now, since we've got like announcements all week. I probably should have started with that. There's a lot going on this week, not just because of the Switch release, but because of all the announcements coming out this week, because it's E3 season. It's E3 season right now. So yesterday, Tactics, we'll absolutely taking a look at that
I plan to take
in the
care of
future.
myself.
Um,
I'll see the beatings aren't fatal.
I'm interested in the Marvel fighting game, but that's a completely separate thing. And we're gonna see what there is tomorrow. Still on the fence about anything Final Fantasy IX. I mean, I want to see it. It's on the fence of whether or not it'll actually appear or materialize.
Surely I'm entitled to vent my frustrations.
Yeah, that's why I call it E3 season.
I'll see
Close
she's
enough.
brought back from the brink each time. Though I feel my magic won't keep the girl's mind intact.
Even if this console blows, I'd be fine with it as long as they add actual themes. Bad news so far.
Are you listening to this, Agnes? I told you before.
Man.
Tiz, I'm not.
What else is going on?
You're my hope.
Oh, Mario Kart. I have not even started Mario Kart. I think we're good to get started, right? I will leave these here.
So passionate, so sincere, so thoroughly stupid.
That's all that. Close these out. That's all that then. I guess we can get to more impressions of the Switch itself. Yeah, Tiz fainted. The menu is as you would expect. She's there. I gotta turn it up. I'm covering up my funds, but they're there too. But that's that for now. Anything else immediately? So here's a handful of games we're going to be taking a look at. Dragon Quest III, Chrono Cross, Pokemon Sword, Animal Crossing. We don't have to look at Monster Hunter Gens. That's practically the same. Pokemon Violet, Xenoblade 1, and Xenoblade 3. The GameCube games are a totally separate matter. I do want to get some people in for N64 multiplayer, because it is possible that the N64 emulator has rollback now. So I would like to get friends together, try Mario Kart 64, and see how it is. We'll look at Yakuza 0. SMT5 Vanilla, a good one to look at. Legends Arceus is a good one to look at, and that's about the list I've got for now for us to look at. Yeah, we're looking at practically just performance, but it's all good stuff to see. The only game out of here that got an explicit upgrade patch is Pokemon Violet. Xenoblade 3 got a compatibility patch. If anything changed about it, I think the dynamic res it can go to is a smidge higher, but it's not it's not as sharp as Xenoblade X now. Xenoblade 3 is not as sharp as Xenoblade X right now. That I don't know what that patch does. It might have been more to do with what is it? Compatibility. Compatibility is the word I'm looking for. Had another point here before we got into this. This is why it's important to slow down. Oh, I was gonna bring up my Xenoblade footage. We're gonna start with Xenoblade 3. I didn't have load times. Oh, I gotta put the cartridge in. 1 sec. All right. Time to look at some peak. So I have some pre-recorded footage of Xenoblade 3 we can look at before we get into it. World thoughts. I have not even started up the new Mario Kart. I've been prepping for this stream. Specifically because Bravely Default was thrown at me pretty last minute. But I would not miss up that opportunity. So I'm gonna show off. Let's show off some Switch 1 footage here. First, let's get familiar with what the original version looks like here. I fucking hate these Windows updates, dude. Performance gets worse every damn time. Okay, hold on. Actually, I'll put this on screen right now because this is literally what we're about to compare, is the title screen. Excuse me. This would, long and short of it is not many games are, if they're dynamic, they're at their higher resolution, and if they had dropping frame rates, they're more than likely very smooth now. That's exactly the same. Oh, whoops, I removed the wrong one. So with that, knowing that, I'm not going to look at these cutscene comparisons. Actually, did the cutscenes lag? I'll look at one cutscene. Let me pop this back up then. Turn down the Elgato. This is let me know which cutscene I'm about to start. Let's look at the load times too. Let's keep in mind the load times about what we're about to see. Wait, why did I do that? Oh, I was resetting my capture card. That's why I did that. Yeah, Monolith did work for Mario Kart World. Another common Monolith W. My cursor's not supposed to be showing up. Oh, right. It is, actually. So, Switch 1 here.
They outflanked us. Lance, the front line.
Oh, they're not supposed to be wearing these costumes, but they wear the costumes you put them in.
What about our backup?
So, because I had them set to these costumes, they show up with them.
The artillery. They're not going anywhere. Anyone's moving right now, it's us.
Granted, this is what I want to see anyway. Nice close-ups and everything. Granted, the performance, though, is what we're mainly going to be looking at here.
Let's go. If the front line breaks, we're all dead.
And I'm not sure how often the game's cutscenes drop frame rate, especially because a handful are pre-rendered.
We can handle this ourselves.
This, I'm pretty sure, is not pre-rendered. Yeah, the costumes can still be changed manually from the menu. This is already a stable 30, so I don't know if I'm going to expect any changes here.
It's do or die, Noah.
Got it.
I fucking love Xenoblade 3, dude. One of my favorite things about Xenoblade 3 is everybody's in combat at all times. It was a silly, ambitious idea that I think is executed very well. Game's fun. I'm not as huge on chain attacks. I could wrap my head around them. They're satisfying. I don't know about how long they take, though. Anyway, now we're on Switch 2. Xenoblade 3 has to be the best looking game. That would go to Xenoblade X. Well, out of these games. Because Luigi's Mansion, I think, is the best looking Switch 1 game. And Metroid Prime Remastered. Shout out to both those games we don't have to take a look at all. Because they already look so good. And we're already stable frame rates.
They outflanked us. Lance, the front line.
That Trish's team? Uni, how are things with Kite?
Either Uncle Ben's
What about our backup?
These are the alternate costumes. I put those on when I was testing it out.
Looks like they're busy guarding the artillery. They're not going anywhere. Anyone's moving right now, it's us.
So same res. There's nothing more to look at besides game speed, which for cutscenes is remained identical anyway.
Line breaks, we're all dead.
But the position.
So this isn't the important part.
We can handle this ourselves. Go on, move
It'll
it.
be we'll see more once we get in game. You'll see why I tried to pre-record this. Granted, I did it because of that patch, even though the patch didn't really probably do anything. Because the changes we're gonna see here are consistently like all Switch 1 games.
That's what's hitting us. Well, now we know.
It's do or die, Noah.
Got it.
Let's see. It's all cutscenes. Now I'm in the pause menu. This is where I am on Switch 1, so let me go over here. Wait, right? I'm in the I already changed the costumes? Yeah, that's Switch 1. My own setting to avoid that confusion, and I already did it. Oh, also, I forgot about the load times already. Hardly thought of them when I was loading it on Switch 2. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition on Switch 2 will be next, and oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good when we talk about it. Seeing that game stable is a different game. So I'm getting ahead of myself here. So Switch 2, Switch 1. Play out this gameplay. Hello, Jay. Oh, I just want myself to. 2, 1. Number 2. Number 1. They look the same, Captain. So, out in the field here. What am I doing? No clue. This is 11 minutes. What was I doing for 11 minutes? Oh, I went to camp. Oh, I had to go to camp so I could reset my level. Sorry for the audio. Let me turn that down and finish skipping around. Let me tell you, seeing this, it's really hard to emphasize this unless you're holding the controller or you are used to seeing Xenoblade run like this. So this is Switch 1.
Don't try to stop us.
We'll do this battle. This is Switch 1 right now. Echoes of Wisdom, I don't have it. Now, I do show a better battle with Chain Attack later. Which, Chain Attack, it's so funny. Chain Attack is really funny to see it run at full speed. And that's gonna be our big note here. I'm gonna pull up Switch 2 now. The big difference in these Xenoblade games is their game speed is tied to frame rate. So now that we are at a stable 60, this is faster. And I can see I'm not the only one. Now that I'm seeing the game with proper frame pacing, a lot of people thought they upgraded it to 60 FPS. It's not 60 FPS, it's just 30 with good frame pacing.
I don't want to do this, but you're in our way.
So it is always at the max resolution. It's not dropping resolution anymore.
You're a lifesaver. You're a lifesaver. Mega present.
I'm glad they handled that. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. I think Xenoblade X is the biggest change. The biggest one to see stable for games I care about and what we'll see today. The change with Xenoblade with Xenoblade X. Oh, god damn it. I wanted to get up on the hill and look out at the look out at here. So yeah, the resolutions are always the same. But every game is practically every game I have seen so far is a stable 30 or a stable 60. And in most cases have way better frame pacing. Like, I would really have to describe it as if you are holding the controller and you go between the versions, you're gonna immediately feel it. Because input delay is lowered too. A little less input delay.
I hope we can make use of this.
So. Got a dude to fight down here. Smarts. I think I should just show off the chain attack. So let's get an because that's where the biggest difference here is going to be seen. And look like Bravely Default. No, we already finished that segment of the stream. If you want to look back at it, you can on thankfully on YouTube. Testing Cyberpunk? No, I don't have it. Xeno Cringe. Yeah, you're gonna have to find a different streamer, sorry. So, Switch 1 here. I really wonder how it comes out on stream. Without worrying about dynamic res, that's one thing already. But yeah, chain attacks do drop frame rate in on Switch 1, so that's a pretty good. That'll be a pretty good example. Looks like I'm waiting to get the health closer to the middle. I should be doing it soon. Yeah, there we go. Also, I forgot how chain attacks worked. So I'm fucking around here. as I am trying to remember how they work.
Great! Everyone get ready!
The 60 mode in X works now? No, not yet. I will show one cycle of this, which has just happened.
Your fate was sealed when you rose against us! I just thought of a great idea!
And pause and go from there. So that's all Switch 1. Now Switch 2. Just read in.
Every day's ready for this, guys.
Paying attention to what she's doing. She's laying down. In handheld mode, I've heard handheld mode is in some cases been a different story.
I've got our backs. No matter who comes knocking. I got something for you. Enemies broken away from me.
I should have done this. This would have been the better test. Are there shortages? No, surprisingly, depending on where you live. There are a lot of people that have had success just walking in and buying Switch 2s without pre-ordering. That was not the side. Yeah, I know. And... Alright, they're taking too long. Mio is not up to bat, unfortunate. Who do I, let me see who I choose on the Switch footage. No one's center here. I don't think I chose Lands. Pretty positive I didn't. I picked Noah.
I've got an idea. All right.
Make it quick too then. Oh shit, what am I looking for? I forget the combo. I forgot the Xenoblade 2 combo. Was it straight burst? No. Damn it. I might not have it mapped. Break, burst, topple. It's already, I'm not seeing it. Launch, already launched. Haze. Let's turn it up a little more again. Just get the healer support ones out of the way. Oh, just leave them launched then. The pausing there, the hit stop, I can only imagine the hit stop is tied to frame rate in some capacity. And now that it's not slowed down, it's not dipping below 30 at all, it's not budging. I think there's some repercussion of that there. Which, another good example of that, we were checking out on Cullen's stream earlier, Deadly Premonition. If anyone knows how Deadly Premonition runs on Switch, it's not well. It can go up to 60, but it never does. On Switch 2, it's always 60. It turns out that car acceleration is tied to frame rate, and it was already adjusted for the game never hitting 60. So now that Deadly Premonition runs 60 on Switch 2, cars are way faster. It's really funny looking. Completely unintended. Anyway, since we saw Noah there, let's look at Noah here. So back on Switch 1. Honestly, I didn't know how good Xenoblade X was going to be. I really should have pre-recorded Xenoblade X. As a GameCube emulation, we'll get to it later. Haven't seen yet. We'll try Soulcalibur multiplayer later. That's what I would like to do. Let's see here. So how is it going on Switch 1? Yeah, the hit stop still stood out. Mio stood out more, which now we can look back at Mio's. Mio's is the more significant one. It should be Smash, should it not? The Tinkle Tuner does not work? Well, that's not surprising. Oh. Figured it out. Yeah, I really think... Oh, man. With the Xenoblade games, you got to, Oh, shit, what am I gonna do now? With the Xenoblade games, you have to be familiar with how they've always played and ran to, like, see the larger change here. But it is kind of weird that we're gonna be looking at a lot of the stuff and really happy, and it's just games running 30 FPS. But they've never been stable for the first time, or run at full speed. Shit. Now what? Hold on, I guess I'll connect my, Pro Controller. Need to get the cable for it. I just started unplugging shit. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, I'm still here. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, we saw... I think I did Mio's in both. Actually, that's a good coincidence. You can show those both off. Pretty sure, anyway. Oh no, it was Noah's. Take a look at that, and then we'll move on to Xenoblade X. Physical console, it's pretty damn nice. I don't think I will have any problems with the magnets. We'll see what happens over time. Personally, I like it more than the rails. Here, let me skip ahead to where we activate. So Switch 1 again. Chat, I got bad news. Oh, never mind. That is correct. I thought I labeled my files wrong. Okay, so that was Switch 1.
Everyone get ready.
Yeah, the magnet, like, click is pretty nice. Next Nintendo Direct? Not for a while. Fuck. Oh, it's gonna feel so good. Alright, well, it could have been better. Whatever. Like, I can't properly express that some of these attacks you've just never seen at full speed before. You just have to be like so familiar with it to see it. So unfortunately, I don't know how good of an example that ends up being, unless you care about Xenoblade. If you care about Xenoblade, you may have noticed. Or if you're bothered by that stuff. Because certainly for me, the Xenoblade X stuff is significant. But yeah, with Xenoblade games, it's speed. And the best example of that is right now it's X, actually. So same resolution, right? Although with Xenoblade X, this is already the sharpest looking monolith game. Yeah, we'll do Pokemon Violet. Yeah, we'll show that later. If anyone has played Xenoblade X and played it on Switch, and you're looking at this in town, like, this is wrong. This is not what it looks. It's so it's not dropping frames. It's smooth. It is never smooth in this part of town. It is never smooth here. It is never full speed. And now there's no problems. None. This is like, this is so nice. Full, like feeling full speed and highest dynamic resolution. The frame rate is very consistent, which means the game is also always running at full speed. And the input delay is gone. That absurd amount of input delay is not here anymore. Everything is so much more responsive. Granted, the jump in the game has baked-in delay. This always has delay. It's just baked in now. You can tell now, though, because of how responsive everything else is. Like, it's really easy to tell that the jump has a deliberate, like, delay added to it. Not at 13. Let me tell you, I actually got discouraged of this game for a while because of the performance things. Although I was more into it when we got to flying. Once you can fly, that felt great. Where am I going, Ryer? You're gonna have to remind me of the location. Unless you're talking about chapter 13, because that's not here right now. Everything else will be. Yeah, no, if you played Xenoblade X on Switch, you have not seen this. You have not seen it simply walking, like, not slow down. This is why it was so disappointing, like, when I got to it, and I felt like deflated. Like, you have to unlock flying for the mechs, and when you are just walking around, it's lagging. But it does not lag anymore. Now you fly, and there's nothing wrong. And it's responsive. This is just a night and day difference. It's crazy. Automata doesn't have annoying micro stutters. That's a good example of the things that they're the mech. I don't have it. I'll see if I can afford it. Is there a reason for that? Is there a reason to check out that mech? Also, when I did get more hyped because I unlocked flying, there were other things I had to do and get around to. I need to unlock the frame rate ASAP, yeah. It's a flight mode that's super fast. Okay, yeah, I can't show that off. I do not have it. Sorry, down to scale. No, I don't have it. Apologies for that. I don't think I've ever seen the animation of getting into the mech at full speed before. Like, just, that doesn't look right. This is Affinity Quest? No. No, I still have a lot to do in this game. The side stuff is my next, like, objective on everything. But yeah, no, I was just so happy. Like, I was almost in tears from how well this now performs. Like you're kidding me. Not a dip anywhere. Like, this is insane. You can't do that. And it's so responsive too. Oh my god, it's so nice. This is just like a different game. And like, these things bothered me at the start, but I mean, now none of the problems are here. So I think this is one of the biggest winners from the Switch 2 upgrade. And then it might even get better if they unlock that 60 FPS mode. But no, yeah, shit's great. And it's really damn impressive. It's so nice. And yeah, because this game already had like the best like sharpening of any Monolith game, it also just the least blurry game. Driving is also just like that. But still. Yeah. I gotta get back into the game now. This is kind of what I was actually waiting for, which is another reason I kind of let it go. Because also, I'm not gonna get to the full port review in a while. In a good while. I still gotta do Tales of Graces. Once I get Tales of Graces, I'll get around to Xenoblade. Which I've already... Tales of Graces already beaten everything. I have a massive archive of saves and ready to go on that. The script is already pre-written. But with Tales of Graces, I do want to look into those original Japanese glitches more. And that's gonna take a little bit, but yeah. This is just one of the nicest ones, man. So that's a good example. Sword and Shield run better as well. It runs consistently. I'll show it off quick because we're not going to look at it much. It is a stable 30. Also, it loads faster. That shit's insane. Loads fast. It did not load that fast before. I don't remember any other locations that lagged in this game. What about? Oh, there was the. I could check Rise, but I did not download it, and I'm out of space. Reminder of how this game's map worked. It was not like a full, like, laid out map. The frame rate in this whole area. The wild area. Yeah, the DLC wild area. Like, more specifically. Damn it. The, this part. Go here. Oh, shit. Fuck you. I'm not ready for those load times. Oh, my God. And then we gotta go online. So we can get people spawned around. Yeah, it's the power of M.2 SSDs, baby. No flash storage. That's why your regular SD cards don't work. Is so they could do this. These load times. No, to some people who have played this, they've never seen this before. Okay, it was A. Oh, it was B, rather. Like, and yeah, it looks crazy if you're not, like, familiar with it. So there's still benefits to these games, yeah. Benefits to all of them. More than 12 FPS. Well, we'll check that in Scarlet and Violet. It gets even better. Yeah, it gets even better once we go to Scarlet and Violet. I'll hop into the other over here. Yeah, Sword and Shield's not 60, but it's such a... This is 30 FPS with very good frame pacing. Nothing. Not a damn drop. Did it not get worse in the rain, too? It looks 60. Yeah, straight up, that's how good the 30 is. That's what happens when you do 30 with good frame pacing, you know? I don't have any of the Zeldas installed. Everyone's gonna take a look at Zelda. And I wasn't as interested in going back to them right now. But yeah, I was seeing many people have already, like, mistaken some of these games as if they got upgrades, and they didn't. It's just that they've never seen them at perfect solid 30s before. Like, the same thing with Xenoblade. I looked at it, I had to throw that footage into Resolve and check if it was 60 FPS or not, because it was so smooth. Forbidden. This is forbidden. Like, how well this shit runs. Now we'll go to Violet. This got an upgrade, so this is 60 FPS. And we'll check out Blighttown here as well. At least what I consider Blighttown in the game. Oh, the DLC kind of too. Memory bandwidth, absolutely. Yep. It's so good! Like, you're kidding me. It doesn't look right. Yeah, what is it? Joe over at Cerebi threw up a video of, like, the highest point in the game and dropping down. There was a, like, single load stutter. And yeah, this is also adjusted, not just like with the, what is it? The draw distance is longer than before. So not only is it smooth 60, the draw distance is wider and more Pokemon spawn. I'd like to find a trainer to battle because I really haven't fought all the trainers in the DLC. And I love, oh, this game's DLC is so good. This Academy, this is my favorite, like, piece of Pokemon main game. Being in Unova helped a lot. Because that's also my favorite battle music, and just hearing it, like, this take on it, so good. Anyway, let me find a trainer to battle. Right, yeah, it's Game Freak is so fucking lucky, dude. For the first time, they get, like, overhead. Like, they've never worked on hardware that they could brute force before. The tight deadlines that Game Freak usually works under, they gotta do shit like, what is it, in X and Y, the game world pauses when you climb up and down ladders. Because they don't got time to QA that, like the physics of what happens when you climb a ladder. Because they don't get enough time. There's no time to do that. There we go, here's a battle. Oh, did I heal my team? I'll get out of my hair. Also, all of my Pokemon have been transferred over from several gens. That's another reason I love this DLC, is I got to just throw together all my Pokemon. All my favorites are here. It doesn't look right. It just does not look right. I really hope they stick to 60. I really hope they stick to it. Oh, I should have done, Terra. I'll do that next turn. Assuming this isn't the end of the battle. How Legends will run. They showed 60 FPS mode for it. Oh, sorry, the current one. The current Legends Arceus. Legends Arceus is a smooth 30. It is a very stable 30. Improved frame pacing. No deliberate upgrades made to it. Yeah, exactly. That's why I hope they take advantage of, because we're standing and we're oppressed with this, and there's like so little in these environments. Like, this should have been running 60 already. But now that it is, oh, after like years of looking at it like this. Here we go, just to show it off too. Legends Arceus, I was just talking about. It's a consistent, solid 30. And load times, just as good. Okay, and it's 8 for me. Oh, right, the locations. Let's see here. Up here, right? Go north from here. Fly out north from here. Exactly. I would really like them to stick to 60. I would like them to go back to 60, rather. And keep this up. There we go. This is a different game. This is the stress test. And it's so weird, because to anyone otherwise... I was gonna say, I fought you. To anyone otherwise, it's just... This is just the game, yeah, what's different about it? And you had to be there. You just had to be there. To understand why this is sick. The game emulation? Not yet. I'm gonna do, we're gonna do multiplayer stuff later. So we're gonna look at N64 multiplayer and GameCube multiplayer later. And you can see that draw distance too. Like, it's not far at all. And it already wasn't, it was lower. Insane, man. Oh my god. There was somewhere else in the DLC too, in the, here. Let's see. Like around here, going north from here. I'm very thankful that the Legends games so far have just continued to look really damn good. It sucks that it has to, like, get iterative, like, to see the largest changes. But we're there. We made it. That'll be $79.99. Legends CA is $50. Next mainline Pokemon game after that, we'll have to see, but ZA is $50. Crazy. All right, those are the problematic spots of Scott. Rita got jump scared. You're fucking. I'm getting confused because I'm going between too many Pokemon games. Okay. Let's see. Which one should I prioritize here? I guess we'll continue with Pokemon. Look at Legends Arceus for a sec. Now it's 70. Yeah, realistically, the next Pokemon would be $69.99. But it is hard to tell. Because it's like they're going between those prices. Like Mario Kart is 80, Donkey Kong is 70. I'm gonna need to get on the map and also remember my controls here. Actually, yeah, no, up here? I am? Man. I remember, this was an area of the game up here. I stopped in this game because I saw this performance, and I was like, I need to wait for better hardware. So that's why I'm literally stopped up here at Fire Spit. I'll ignore all of you. Just a stable 30. If you feel like there's a stutter, that's just because the riding is the riding isn't linear. It's literally going by the steps. There, it's smoothed out. The riding smoothed out. You can feel it more on the elevation. I could just walk through and that'll probably be better. Bayo 3 is close to lock. Yeah, Bayo 3 looks 60 to me. Mario Kart 8 run any better? Shan't be checking, unfortunately. I haven't even started the new Mario Kart. Astral Chain, it is stable. Whatever its target frame rate was, I'm pretty sure it's 30. Astral Chain's a stable 30. From what I saw. I was doing a stream over on Twitch with Cullen, and he's been showing off a longer list of games than I'm gonna show off, and he does show off Astral Chain there. We were there for that. Let me get a link here. So I have a, if you want to check out a few more games that I'm not gonna cover in here. Let me give the link so you can look at the VOD. Look at the VOD for Cullen's stream. There. Let's look at Chrono Cross quick, because that should be a quick one. So Chrono Cross, what happened here? Chrono Cross Remaster on launch ran pretty rough. The original version on PS1 already ran rough. And then it was still like a different type of rough here, because this is emulation. So there was a patch for Chrono Cross. The patch for Chrono Cross got the Switch version really, really close to perfect. The PC version is great now. I'm talking about frame rate wise. The PC version right now after that patch runs great. How far in am I here in these files? I should just start from the beginning, actually. Let's see what we got here. So I wanted to look at this because it's already, like, it performs really good on PC. So I just wanted to see what we're working with now on Switch. Damn it. Anything else I need to adjust? Let's get into a battle. Battle will be an easier one. Yeah, Deadly Premonition running smooth. Yeah, I was talking about that. The car acceleration is tied to frame rate in Deadly Premonition. So now that it's 60, cars run faster. This is still. It is smoother on PC. It still has those like minor like bits of slowdown. However, I can't express enough that this is still leaps and bounds better performance than the PS1. And also way, way better than the release version of this game. Do tactics when it comes out? Yeah, we'll do a stream of it, and I will do a port review of it when I can get to it. You know, the port reviews take a lot longer to produce. But we'll do a port review for tactics, yeah. Sorry, I should have shown off some elements. I was just mashing A. This, I imagine, is about the same because it's probably tied to what the emulation frequency and everything. How this is emulation. It's probably been tweaked different to Switch hardware from the beginning. You can, because you can overclock this game in PCSX. It might even be better now, but when you overclock it, you have a lot of bugs. This would seem like it's running overclock with none of the side effects. Both this and the PC version. 1 or 2 here. I did a stream. I'll get to a port review at some point. Bots and Kaitos might run. Colin was taking a look at that. Bots and Kaitos 1 is not really much better. 2 is great. Actually, you know what the thing is with 1? The thing with Bots and Kaitos 1 is that it has slowdown, like, baked into it. Because I was looking up PC version gameplay of Bots and Kaitos 1, because the Bots and Kaitos games are on Steam. They slow down the same way. So it's closer to PC. The meteor attack. Here. I don't know if that was better than how it currently is on Switch, but that's way better than it was when this game first came out. That was a good one to test with. Thank you for the idea. Oh yeah, give me one lock. But yeah, that's what I wanted to look at with Chrono Cross. But yeah, I don't know if that's the same as how it is now on Switch after that performance patch a while ago. But yeah, no, that's good to see. Xenoblade. We covered half the games I wanted to show. Oh, I didn't show Xenoblade 1. We'll walk through that quick. Because this is just a, again, it is still blurry, but it is a stable frame rate. And so a stable game speed. Streaming FF9 already. Nope, that's next week. This load time I still think stood out when I was looking at it before. I will try not to pause the game. There are spoilers. Yeah, there are spoilers for Xenoblade 1. Not in my party, though. I don't remember how it originally was running on 1. I would have to pull up my own video to get a reminder. But it is just the same case. It is a stable 30. I don't remember anywhere that had trouble, so I don't know where I would fast travel to right now. Oh god, how do I navigate myself here? Christ, it's been so long. On Switch is pretty stable. Yeah, that's what I remembered. Oh. There, I wanted to go to Colony 9. If there was anything, I think it was Colony 9. For Wii U. This, Xenoblade 1, was a Wii game. Original Wii. There was a hitch there, but it didn't stay. I feel like this dropped before, but I can't say for sure. But I figure Colony 9, if there was anywhere to see, it would probably be at a colony. We don't have to talk about... Actually, I have no idea where I left Colony 6 at. I have no idea what the current state of it is. Let me just run over this bridge, the other part of town. Xenoblade games are so good, dude. I hope that they do get, like, individual patches just for the blur. I think Monolith wants to do it. And I really hope they do. Because these are already great remasters as far as I'm concerned. I love these versions. So if we can just fix this, like, the signature blur, really. This is like a signature blur with Monolith games. At least on Switch. Because they were starting with 2. Not really the case with Wii and Wii U. But those are for separate reasons anyway. Yeah, no, that's great. That's all I needed to see. I will assume that event has spoilers, so I will not go to it. I think I want to go to, Dragon Quest. We'll do Dragon Quest, Animal Crossing, and then Yakuza 0. Oh yeah, SMT5. Let me get Dragon Quest up while I put the, SMT5 cartridge in. Thoughts on Switch 2? Oh, I will say, this shit's expensive. If it was not tied to my income, right, I would not have gotten a Switch 2 right now. If Mario Kart was not included in the bundle, I wouldn't have gotten Mario Kart. These prices are crazy. Otherwise, now that it's here and we're looking at it and showing it off, right, I'm happy to be able to see the games like this. Stable. Load faster. It didn't. Thank God. SMT5. Yeah, well, I don't have Vengeance, so we'll look at vanilla SMT5. Still though, get a good idea. So the game was already like this low res on Switch. Hey, but those load times? That's a lot better. That is certainly much better. Load times in the battle? Any second now. Yeah. Nice and stable. Yeah, it would be nice if Smash got some accommodation as well. So yeah, load times, frame rate stable. Actually, yeah, that was another thing. Yeah, the frame rates, and there were the other locations where it was worse. I shall not be walking over 2 feet. Yeah, big improvement. But yeah, the compromise for a number of these games really... Also, that was fast. It's kind of resolution. Yeah, as far as I've seen this game over 60 FPS a lot, so I still have to readjust for that. Certainly, I'm it's more stable. It loads faster. So, great. I'm glad I called that in the video, and it was not yet another thing I predict that doesn't age well. Animal Crossing. So, why do we want to take a look at this? Animal Crossing New Horizons. It felt like it didn't really have, like, a limit on how much shit you can put in. But there was clearly, like, a hardware limit. You would start hitting pop in, and the frame rate would drop in towns. Also, my town is Inaba. My island is Inaba. Also, hell, this is way faster. This is already crazy. It's still long, but it's still faster. So as far as my own town is, I can start putting shit in people's yards now. I can start like actually giving people real yards. No, you're not leaving, Agnes. This was not smooth before. Now it doesn't budge. But we can do better. We can go to a dream here in Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing benefit, it's just more stable. It's more stable and it doesn't have nearly the same problems when you load up like your island with stuff, as we're gonna see. So that's what we're gonna look at. If anyone's ever gone to Dream Islands before, and they've seen how rough the performance is, because it's not only rendering the island, it's also doing a depth of field effect. I don't think I wrote down the dream address I went to for testing. I gotta pull it from a YouTube video. So that video might play for a second. Unless I can go to one Revisit a Dream. So yeah, it was a frustrating thing with this game. Because Dream Islands were already lag if you had too much stuff on them. But there was the game didn't really give you a limit. So you could just make it as laggy as you want. So it was frustrating to like, I want a good looking island, but I also want my island to stay a good frame rate and not have pop in. If you want to do that, there's a limit. You gotta self-impose that limit. That's not the case anymore. This was one I had to look at. I have no doubt that the amount of shit we'll see here would not have ran as well on Switch 1. Now that I've transferred to Switch 2, I can't go back. With Animal Crossing specifically, and Pokemon. So someone on Switch 1 would also have to pull up this dream address and look at it. This is great. This isn't the part I want to take a look at, though. This is already great. This is just a cool island, too. I'm pretty sure this would have lagged. Like, you could not put this much custom stuff on screen before without dropping frame rate and slowing the game down. This is what I wanted to look at, this whole thing. I have no doubt that this lagged and it was slow on original hardware, on a Switch 1. I do end up stopping because it's like one tile path and I keep bumping into those lanterns. No pop-in either. I haven't seen any pop-in. That or it's just way easier to disguise now. Oh yeah, this is a Spirited Away one, by the way. No, yeah, if anyone's played Animal Crossing New Horizons enough to, like, remember its performance issues, like, this is crazy to see. Yeah, that's about right. It's a cool island in general. Yeah, no, it did not like a Xenoblade 2 run. I don't have Xenoblade 2 on hand because I had it on cartridge and I do not have that cartridge anymore. So I can't answer anything about Xenoblade 2. Personally, I am going to wait for a patch for Xenoblade 2 because that was blurry. That game was so blurry. But also, I think I would have more appreciation for Xenoblade 2 now. So I'm definitely going to wait on Xenoblade 2 before revisiting it. I may enjoy myself more than I did when I originally played it. Yeah, Switch 2 is a Switch Pro, yeah. No, yeah, this is crazy. It was rushed, as was the localization. Oh my god, the voice acting in Xenoblade 2. Sorry, I missed that because I was looking at chat. Benefit for Bravely Default. The remaster? Or do you mean Bravely Default 2? Which was already on Switch. Bravely Default HD Remastered, that's 60 FPS. It's a higher res, I would say 1080, but it doesn't have anti-aliasing. I'm gonna just throw out a guess of 1080 because it sure does not look 720. Doesn't really look any lower than 1080 when we were looking at it earlier. But yeah, the first like half hour or 45, the first 50 minutes of the stream were for Bravely Default, so you could rewind the VOD back to those and take a look. It was never said that old games would run better as well. They probably didn't want to get caught on like a having the blanket term not apply to some games, because it's not guaranteed they're all gonna run better. However, the word of mouth going on right now about it is also pretty crazy. Yeah. So, it's great. I get to finish, like, loading up Inaba now. That was one of the frustrating parts, was, like, this compromise between your island running 30 FPS or having enough stuff in it. Yeah, Monster Hunter's here, but that's exactly the same because that already ran as well as... Monster Hunter was already... Generations was already running as well as it possibly could. Rise is probably a different case, but I don't have Rise installed. Yeah, if it gets a patch, that would be great. If Xenoblade 2 gets a patch, yeah. SMT5. Hey, I did, didn't I? I didn't... What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Switch 2 also has this, Switch 2 also has this more secure latch for where the game cards go. You have to like lift it from the back of it now. It is it feels much more secure than before. Can it run Doom? Yeah, it can even run Doom 64. I know it's a joke, but it's to say it can run 64 is good. Anyway, this is vanilla SMT5. This is not Vengeance. However, 2022. This game did not often hit 30, and it was pretty low res. But it did have dynamic res, so it could look a little sharper. This is another case of this looks 60 FPS to me because of how poorly it used to run. And that I don't think it makes sense unless you've seen it before. Vanilla, this is how Vanilla's running. This is crazy. The menus still have like a little like delay. Excuse me while I try to remember everything here. Oh no, we have to do it from those points. I'll go into a fight just to show effects. Wonder what level it is. I'm just going for strong, whatever has the most effects I have right now, but that's not too many things. I'm not that far in at all. Because there was a certain point where it was like, Vengeance was out, normal difficulty. Vengeance is coming out. It's like, I'll just wait to finish this game when it comes out on PC. That was really it. I was just waiting for it to come out to other platforms. This is perfectly playable though. This is nice 30 FPS frame pacing. This fight's gonna take a while. So I do expect that, wait, it is on normal, is it? Oh shit, I don't remember. Hold on, it might not be on normal. Those damage numbers actually didn't look right. That took a while. Safety. Jeez, what was I doing? Not far in. I would have to restart this game. I did not get far enough in at all. Oh, return to the... There we go. This is and this is vanilla. Yeah, it's exciting for SMT5. Yeah, the menus are frame locked, yeah. Colin was showing it on his stream. Colin showed off Vengeance on his stream. On that Twitch stream I linked a little bit ago, he showed off SMT5 Vengeance a little bit. To me, the menus looked better there, but I would double check that VOD to see. You have fighters? No, I don't have fighters on holy shit, this isn't right. This does not feel right. Damn, I still have my Switch 1 set up, but the problem is everything transferred, and I don't think you can load the same game at once. I don't think I've ever seen the jump animation this smooth before. This is so playable. And you have to understand, if you like cared about this before, it was not playable. Like, it was a big deal for SMT5 to be available on other platforms. Because even if it was still on Switch, it would still be running like how it did before. Man. Spyro Reignited, I don't have that. I don't have it on Switch specifically. Man. Yeah, this is another case of it is still 30, but you've never seen it. If you've played it before, you've never seen it smoothly 30 either. So now it looks 60 from how smooth it has been just at good frame pacing. Yeah, input delay is also... I was saying I felt it in the menus. I felt it at least in the pause menu. That's not that bad. It was definitely worse. Yeah, a lot of games that had bad input delay are not as bad input delay now. HD 2D games, they, Dragon Quest 3. Oh, we showed that off a little bit ago. It's still low res, of course. But it is stable and it has better load times. Stop playing Switch games for the awful performance. Yeah, really. That's exactly what it was like. I will wait for it to come to another platform. I will wait for Switch 2. I held off on, like, more Xenoblade, continuing the Xenoblade DLC just to wait for it to get, like, upgrades of some sort. Hell, I still have a ton of stuff. I already have over 100 hours in Xenoblade 3, but there is so much content in Xenoblade 3. Xenoblade 3 should have been a $70 game. And it's crazy that it wasn't. Yeah, not just like FPS related, but like buffer related. And generally the buffering is, it's just better. Yeah, no, in most situations, if there was a notable, I've noted it before in some of my videos, like some of the games I've talked about, their Switch versions were still like visually fine, but they would have input delay. I don't remember specific ones, but that shouldn't be the case anymore. So yeah, Cullen covers that a little better. Okay, we're almost at the end of this thing, so we're gonna do Yakuza 0 now. Huh. Well, that's what I get for having all these games. Shit, that's a cart. I can't uninstall that. I don't need you for a while. Oh yeah, you can hide, icons of, games you want to install now. Crisis Core? I have Crisis Core physically. Cullen did take a look at it. That shit is, like, it was originally, like, rough. It is consistent, but it's still like a, you know, it's still the Switch version. But it is consistent. Also, I played this game multiple times in Japanese, so I will be trying it out in English. Xenoblade games get upgraded. Not any deliberate upgrades, they just happen to run better, much better. Very consistent, full speed, stable 30 FPS, and better load times. And at their highest dynamic resolutions. So Xenoblade 3 does not get nearly as blurry. The thing is, here I would have no excuse to like play the whole game again because I played Yakuza 0 multiple times. This is the best case of just getting used to like the English dub and this English cast. Oh yeah, it has the original song, by the way. But we can't listen to that. Probably for the same reason it wasn't in the original. Scores in the... He's a new Kiryu. I've heard it's not as rough when you look at his voice on younger Kiryu. If anyone has seen before, the gore option is just normal and mild for these games. Oh yeah, the challenge stuff. Yeah, I really hope they get patches out. Monolith does. Yeah, we'll take a look at this for a little bit. You know what English performance I did like was Alex's in the show. However, this is a best opportunity to get used to it. I've seen all of this so many times in Japanese. I'm fine with taking it for English for one version of it. I'm pretty sure there's new multiplayer stuff. I don't know about the minigames. Well, no, actually, they're probably not on the main menu because I haven't started the game yet. Damn, this looks nice. Yakuza 0 already ran really damn well. Like, this game had a pretty good PC port. So it's not surprising that it looks this damn good on Switch, too.
You should probably be more careful when you pick a fight. Especially with that much cash. Understand?
This is gonna take some getting used to. No, this scene's not pre-rendered. However, cutscenes... This is another thing. Cutscenes in Yakuza 0 are capped at 30 FPS. They're not pre-rendered, but they are capped at 30. You can uncap them on PC. Not like in-game. But here you're gonna have to deal with the cutscenes being capped at 30. First impressions, I was really enjoying it. Yeah, the first like 50 minutes were for Bravely Default. Sorry, it goes between 30 and 60 FPS locks.
Oh, hush you. If you really cared, you'd pay my cab fare.
Why don't I book us a suite at the plaza instead? You and me could get it on all night, huh?
Oh, I just looked at my TV. Man, that's nice. Goddamn, that's nice.
Hey, what the hell? That
Arkham Knight, that was said by Digital Foundry, baddest performance game ever on Switch, is now locked 30. It's crazy. It's great.
Hey, asshole! You just gonna walk away after plowing into me like that? I'd say you at least owe me an apology. Get down on your knees, you punk.
Hey, your shield. Leave it.
Huh? Oh, well, now,
Scales up old games to 4K. No, they have to get specific patches to increase resolution.
Have a good night, sir.
The only resolution bumps are that if it's a game with a dynamic resolution, it will be locked in at its highest setting. So Xenoblade 3 we showed does not go as blurry. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet had to get a patch to raise its resolution, you know?
Hey, so tell me, how'd it go?
Good casting.
It's done. Pardon the loose change.
That's my goat Spike.
Didn't bring an envelope.
Don't sweat it. Cash is cash. Spends just fine without an envelope.
Hold on, I think I'm yet again wrong on voice actors.
Sure makes my life easier. Anyway, here's your cut. 10% as promised.
Thanks.
Oh, and a little extra from me.
Yeah, I'm thinking it was Steam Plum.
Most heavies take half these days. I've got you working cut rate. And you're Yakuza. You're the one doing me a favor here. Trust me.
Still.
Take a look around. Kids your age are waving 10G bills at cabs. The Yakuza's got an image to keep up, yeah? Consider it a gift to commemorate our first job together.
Yeah, it is good news for games that had like an unlocked frame rate option.
Thank you.
We were talking about Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
Just don't
had
make my mistake and lend it to an idiot.
Had an uncapped setting just for Switch too, years ago, and it works.
It sends the wrong message, wouldn't you say?
I guess so.
Lend money in this town long enough, you learn a thing or two. World's gone crazy. Nobody knows what the cash in their pocket's worth anymore. You may not have hit the books, kid, but knowing the streets gets you further in life than a fancy degree. Am I right?
Hard to tell from where I'm standing. Will that be all?
Hey, why don't you come work for me, son? A guy like you could rake in some real cash, and without all the Yakuza red tape. Every meal a feast, every night an orgy. I mean it. You want to be happy? Then be rich. No problem money can't solve. Yakuza start from the bottom, so take a shortcut. You'll get places a lot quicker working for me.
3 years ago, I might have taken you up on that offer. But once you swear an oath to the Yakuza, there's no turning back.
I take it that's a no, then.
Guess so. You don't think a Yakuza can find the same happiness?
Beats me. Never signed my life
People
away
that thought they were going to fully
personally.
animate these specific scenes, that's crazy.
Call me if you change your mind. Later.
Oh, did you guys see the commercial with the actors in it?
He'd never shut up.
It's a really damn good commercial.
What an asshole.
And it's a cool, rare opportunity for a Japanese commercial to be essentially localized without wildly being an incredibly different commercial. Here, I'm gonna link it in chat. This commercial. Sorry, copyright. The crazy part is seeing this Yakuza game, and if I hit the home button, I can go over to Animal Crossing. Maybe I'll play some Mario Kart after I'm done with Yakuza 0. Yeah, it's Yakuza 0, right?
Come on, hand over the money. I told ya I'd pay you back when I can. Didn't I?
Yeah, the original Japanese song wasn't in the English release.
Just leave me alone.
So this is the original song.
Just fork over your wallet.
Please, somebody help me.
Hey. What the hell do you want? This ain't a show.
Oh, this game's so good, yeah.
Wait, I think this guy might be Yakuza.
Moron. So what if he is? Guy's the same age as us. Probably an errand boy.
Who are you punks? You guys new in town?
Kiwami 1's not on Switch 2, right? I don't think it is,
So,
no.
what if we are?
It's only 0 right now.
The people I'm with run this part of the city. You'd be wise not to make trouble around
It is?
here.
Really?
Could be bad for your health.
Excuse you? Where's some Yakuza douchebag? Get off lecturing me, huh?
We are so back. So far, so good. Name his style like DMZ. Turn it down a bit. Okay. Oh, you can definitely tell like the clips he's trying to replicate there. That one was a good take. That's pretty cool. Yeah, he's got that down. Oh, I don't have heat. Never mind. There we go.
Well, well. I see it's still all or nothing with you.
Nishiki?
You kept me waiting so long. I was starting to think you stood me up.
That's my line. You were so late I had to find a way to entertain myself for a while.
Picking fights to kill time?
It's not as jarring as I thought it would be.
For once and go get a massage.
Come on.
Uptight's what you are. Whatever. Let's get to the drinking then. You and me are going all night tonight, right?
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Huh?
No, I mean, I wanted to say thanks for saving me.
Let's go, Nishiki.
Yeah, I want to try to just like finish this game and see if it changes my feelings about Kiryu's casting. Kaji's doing fine for Nishiki. Yeah, it doesn't sound as jarring as thought it'd be.
You're starting to look the part. Could pass for a real Yakuza. You done with that collection you had tonight?
Yep, all done.
You know how Kazuma-san gets. He's worried about us.
I know. But if there's one thing you can count on, I can scrap when I have to. You've got the whole dance down, though.
Give me a break. Look at the times we're living in, yeah? Who wouldn't want to dance? You need to cut loose.
Kazuma-san gets out around the start of next year, doesn't he?
It's so messy because Scott's
Maybe
talked about it before when
pick up a step or two.
With 7 for English localization, they didn't really know where Kiryu was going to go at that time.
Tablecloth you're wearing.
So they didn't think too much about it. They didn't give him as deliberate a voice direction. But I mean,
try walking around in a suit.
Honestly, now I think I would have preferred him.
Trust me, that'll always put a spring in your step.
Hey, fashion's just not my thing. Kazuma-san never dressed like that, and look at him.
Look at him? He's the captain of the family. Dojima's right-hand man. Yeah, at that level.
Yeah, I like Mr. Beast as Shimano.
Mere mortals like you and me, though, we need to stand out.
Dress for the job you want, huh? New car part of that, too?
And the new lighter. Speaking of, I'll take that back now.
Great. Another rich guy with his hand in my pocket.
Look, you get what I'm saying, right? People, first they see the fancy car and the jacket. Then they notice the Dojima pin, and they know you're not somebody to fuck with. Yakuza live and die on image alone.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say. take your date tonight? These idiots borrowing dirty money just for a weekend bender? The streets are paved with neon these days. Bright lights are all anyone sees.
I get it already. How about a drink? If you can stop talking.
Yeah, we're drinking. Okay, I know this new place on Pink Street. Let's say we head over there.
What's kind of weird to me is he still sounds younger than how Kiryu looks.
Let's go.
Yeah, thanks for sticking around, Justin. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone's support and showing up tonight.
You've been trying all these places out? Some are great, some not so much. Our job's to know which is which. Be boring. Tuck all your money away if you want.
Yeah, I was more cautious in doing Infinite Wealth with English dub.
Spend it smart, and you can double it overnight.
I was actually constantly switching.
You want in on the next hot tip, though? You've got to get around and keep that antenna up.
So I feel better here, where I'm so familiar with this game already.
They tell you it's a buffet of college babes.
When it's like playing the game for the first time, I would prefer the Japanese.
5,000 yen, then gouge you. All part of the learning experience, my man. I mean, what's the alternative? You'd go crazy. What? Look, that was just an example. I'm not talking from personal experience here. Anyway, forget that. Tonight's my treat. You gotta learn to chill out. Have some fun.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, it's yeah, when they do like for the main voices are dubbed, but you still hear like Japanese voices for the background. I don't know, something about it feels a little immersive. Not immersion breaking, but just immersive. I'm used to Tekken. That's all I'm used to Tekken. Nope. That's good. The Yakuza games are not good stream games. Especially Zero. There's so much dialogue, it's all written. And this is a long as fuck game. This is also why it's nice to replay it, because it's been years now, right? Like, this is a long game. You go from this, and then you go to Kiwami or Yakuza 1 PS2, either one, way shorter. But yeah. And then they don't really get long again until Yakuza 5. And then 6 is, again, much shorter. Oops. There's a trash can. Come here. Oh, nothing. Building heat. I can't help but notice that I don't remember how long it wants me to do this. Oh, I'm actually killing. Okay. That wasn't a you're locked in here until you finish the tutorial. That was go in.
Ready to head out?
Just checking up on things here. Been a while since I looked at my other monitors. Okay.
What?
Hey, boy.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Hey.
Hey. What? No.
Yeah, they didn't need to redub him. This character's already English. Hey, boy. And he's not in any voiced cutscenes. Clubhouse can't get in game share support. Good. I wonder how the ad hoc is on Switch 2. If anyone's ever played ad hoc on Switch 1, it's garbage. The Switch 1 is so bad at ad hoc. It's so laggy. On the GBA emulator for NSO, it is better to play the GBA games over Wi-Fi than it is ad hoc. Because there's less lag. Even if you're in the same room. If you're in the same room, play on Wi-Fi, not ad hoc. It's crazy.
Kamurocho. The little city no one can keep down, huh?
It's like you were saying, I suppose. It's all part of the draw. So much cash going around. Sooner or later, it ends up in the gutter.
I would really like to know how, like,
Kamurocho's ready to
somebody who's
satisfy.
never played this game in Japanese and what their thoughts would be on the voice acting.
Listen to you. How uncharacteristically wry.
You impressed?
Nishikama-kun!
Been listening to Kuroda for
Please.
years. It's really hard to unhear it.
Some hostesses putting themselves through college. Monoko-chan and Yui-chan.
Huh.
You, I've been ringing your pager and you haven't called me back. When will I see you at the club again?
Tonight? I'll make sure to drop in.
Promise?
Hey, girls.
It's the
Can you
voice
trust
from
me by now?
Infinite Wealth, yeah.
I'd like to take your word for it.
Officer, I'm being mugged. Here, a down payment.
Hooray! My faith is restored!
This is the roughest shakedown I've seen tonight.
Thank you, baby. We'll catch you later.
Till then, Nishikama-kun!
If they're not majoring in finance, they should be.
Hold on. Don't tell me you're thinking those two just fleeced me for 40 grand, are you? Get a grip. And girls like that are an investment.
Oh?
Come on. You take a look at the top brass lately? Faces like catcher's mitts. Fossils like that scream Yakuza, and not in a fun, flashy way.
What's your point?
My point is, show up with a flock of women whenever the bosses invite you out, they'll learn your name fast. Half the time they give me kickbacks for it. This business we're in, you gotta find every way you can to soft soak these guys. Get me?
Yeah, I get you. You're not wrong.
Aside from one of these characters being
We've
Kiryu,
arrived, my friend.
the
And better pace yourself,
dynamic
Chris.
between the
I'm
two
not stopping till
characters is
sunrise.
there. As like their character archetypes, the casting does work. As being literally Kiryu Kazuma, that's debatable. But yeah, I'm gonna have to play the whole game and hear this and form a verdict.
So, Been coming here a lot?
Huh? This makes twice now. Why?
You've got a personal bottle I saw. Sign of a regular, isn't it?
Cooler than sitting around ordering beers like a jerk. Helps the staff remember you. You know, just another way to get ahead in the world.
There it is. Never miss an opportunity to let people know just how important you are.
You keep laughing, but we'll see which of us is on top in 10 years.
10 what?
I don't know. You just aren't the type, are you?
Well, I only got into this life chasing after Kazuma-san.
Is Jesus still in chat?
Orphans like us when he had nowhere else. Following him feels like the one way to repay that debt.
Yeah. Hey, sorry. You're fine the way you are. I'm just saying. Honoring the old man like you do?
Yeah, try to
he's
get
bound to take notice of that when he's calling the shots. More than one way up the
see
ladder
if Jesus wants to like see the game sometime.
Remember,
or
though,
otherwise just wait till
you're
this
not working
version
for
comes out on
Kazuma-san.
Steam or something.
We're Dojima family, you and I. You ever wonder why he didn't put his pin on us? Send us over to Dojima? Well, I mean, we probably make more money this way, but still.
Doesn't matter. I'm sure that he had his reasons.
Yeah, probably so. Forget it. I'm tired of talking business. Karaoke machine's calling our names. Hear her?
Oh, the singing voice for Kiryu is a different person.
Yeah, okay. I did say I was yours tonight.
Yeah, we'll do that because I'm more familiar with how the English, when this first came out, the sample of this in English, and it made such a like really rough impression. The auto-tune didn't help either. Oh shit! Switch controller. I forgot about a Switch controller. Holy shit. I gotta really rewire my brain. Fuck. I was so not ready for the X and Y reverse. God damn. Is actual no, this is a different actor. There's a different singing voice. Bozo. Yeah, that's about right. God damn. I should have swapped the buttons. I should have paused, went and remapped the buttons mid-song so I didn't have to rewire my brain for that.
Never knew you took karaoke quite that seriously.
Listen, man. You said the mic was calling our names. Don't get mad that I stepped up to the plate.
Now I see it. The one crack in that stoic veneer of yours. You do this on your own time, don't you? Admit it.
Here he goes. Again with the ball breaking.
Don't know about you, but I worked up a hell of an appetite. Piping hot bowl of ramen?
That sounds good right now.
You've got room for ramen?
I was my breakfast this morning was the Pringles can that came with my Walmart delivery of the Switch 2.
Whatever, fine. Let's get this over with.
I have eaten since then, but I am saying my breakfast was a can of Pringles that Walmart threw in.
Ready to head out?
Yeah, that's what I thought. I need a phone booth.
I ever tell you what a great voice you have? Too bad you pick songs like an old man.
Sure.
Yeah, I got Coke. I got barbecue Pringles and I got a cherry Coke.
Girls like a man who's living in the current decade, bro.
That's so.
Well, I'll admit, I'm still learning about the male idol scene, though. I just nod along and pretend I know what's what.
And you think
the script is slightly modified because that's what they do when they when you have to voice it and dub it and match the script gets reworded. For the Yakuza game specifically, and it started with Judgment, the script, if you play with subtitles, is different.
You never know.
Before long,
damn it.
We're gonna be at some concerts, screaming along to all the lyrics.
So if you want to play how it is originally written, you would play it on Japanese subs, and it will display the original subtitles. But for the sake of speaking it and
here we are. This is the spot.
And accommodating for being voiced and having to be said out loud, it's reworded. But yeah, there's a couple games, the Yakuza games now do it, and Judgment did it, where if you play with Japanese subs, even though the game has an English dub, the Japanese subs are not the same subtitles as the English dub.
You ass. I told you I wasn't hungry.
Oh, too much for you. You gonna cry?
At 11 p.m. last night, the body of a young male was found severely beaten in a quiet corner of Kamurocho. Police are investigating the case as a possible homicide. And this just in. Authorities have released the deceased's identity. The victim's name is Taichi Kurihara, age 32. He was a resident of Tokyo.
Yeah, the differences aren't necessarily huge.
As Kurihara-san allegedly carried debts from several
It is at the
companies.
most just to sound less awkward when said out loud.
With those leads.
That's it, really.
Hey, look.
Maybe fit the pacing better.
A murder in Kamurocho.
Not the first or the last.
Yeah, but your job last night. You said you roughed him up pretty bad, didn't you?
Just behind me is where Kurihara-san's body was discovered.
Oh shit. That's why I worked the guy over.
Hold up. You're sure? You recognize it?
Yeah. But it's not like I beat the guy within an inch of his life.
Here, only steps from Kamurocho's busy neon streets, is another sign of its rising crime rate. Nestled between tall buildings, this odd, inconspicuous lot has a dangerous air. And in this rare pocket of undeveloped land, Kurihara-san's life was taken.
That's him.
Stop. Please stop.
That guy was my mark.
Hey, you better be sure about this beyond a doubt.
I am.
The fuck were you thinking? It was just a collections job. Who was it? HQ?
Yeah. I think they know.
That's good. Can I save yet?
I should call him back.
Oh, fuck me. They must have seen the news by now too, right? Shit. This is bad. Like, this doesn't end with you. You could try to use this against Cosmo-san.
How?
Screw up like this puts a target on his back.
What are you saying?
Everybody knows he's the one who got us in the door. That means we're his responsibility. Understand? Success, failure, all of it reflects on him.
But this was my mistake. I'll own up to it.
We're talking murder. That doesn't just go away. Everybody at HQ who'd be better off without him just heard the goddamn dinner bell. Like those 3 bloodsuckers we call lieutenants.
Damn it.
Shouldn't even be saying this, but rumor is it was one of them who sold Cosmo-san out 6 months ago and got him locked up.
What the hell?
That gambling hall he ran. Always on the move, but suddenly the cops knew where to hit it? Only way that happens is when somebody has insider info.
I forgot Kiryu's the stupidest idiot alive at
Zero.
Zero. Yeah,
bastards
yeah.
I know who I'd put my money on. Lieutenant Kuze, and I'd win that bet.
Kuze Aniki? You really think he'd do that?
Not like I could ever prove it. It's just... that wrinkled prick's been power tripping ever since Cosmo-san went away. Where there's smoke, you know?
Either way, I still need to answer this page. Don't I?
Yeah. Yeah, you do. Okay. Let him see your face. I'll try to find out anything else.
Thanks.
I need more time, man. Thankfully, I wonder if I can, like, pace myself better with how many times I've already played this. Just hop back in and out. When I play games, I want to focus only on that. I don't want to play multiple games and juggle between them. I want to focus on one single game. For a whole, like, time I'm playing it, not interrupt it. Oh, thank God. Kiryu, you're killing me here.
It's Kiryu. I got a page from HQ a few minutes ago.
Ah, yeah. Lieutenant Kuze left a message for you. Says you need to come by the office right away. Actually, I think all 3 lieutenants are here waiting, Kiryu-san.
Understood. Coming now.
Is anyone else on my friends list set up with, like Gore? Do you have N64 NSO? It needs the expanded online membership. Omnio is around, but I don't think Pop is around right now. And like he's like the only other person that got a Switch too. Thank fuck God. Okay. Let's see. What's next? It is just GameCube, right? N64 and GameCube. We'll try N64 first. So, again, we're taking a look at this because they updated the app. It now has rewind. That also may mean it has rollback as well. And that's what we're going to be looking at. We're going to play Mario Kart 64 and get an idea if this is a good game to test, like if it lags at all. So we'll see how it works. Yeah, the CRT filter too. But I need to step out for a moment. Be back in like 1-2 minutes. Yeah, like 1 minute. Let me add Omnio. Let's see what Omnio's, if he's free. Let's start it up for now. Or actually, no, I want to check the GameCube app, because the GameCube app downloaded really fast. I have a feeling it's individual downloads. Okay, Omnio is free. Get him in here. Yeah, if it is, I'm going to have to start downloading this right away. So for GameCube, we're going to check out Soulcalibur. What changed in the PAL version? Same here. What's different in the PAL versions? That's interesting. That's funny. That means we're going to get Melee PAL version. And we're going to promptly ignore that we have it on hand. There's no way it downloaded them, right? Oh my god, it downloaded them. They can't do that. This app is going to be massive if they do that.
B, just stay there a moment. I gotta use the bathroom.
I do too. Okay. Anyway, we'll continue that in a minute, chat. I'll be right back. The problem with Melee PAL version is that it's updated. It has bug fixes. But also with PAL, it's 50 hertz. Anyway, I'll be right back. Here, let me properly set this up here. We're gonna ignore PAL Melee because it is too many fixed bugs. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm eating toast, chat. Pretend you didn't hear me. Alright, I'm good to go. Yeah, I just had to grab something to eat quick.
Alright, cool.
Pause the music. Okay. I don't know what happened to the OBS fade transition, but...
Ah.
Okay.
Alright, N64.
Oh wait, I need to host though.
Yeah.
Also look at settings.
Mario Kart.
Oh, right. You go into play while you wait, and that's how you start hosting.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Omnio and Goran. There we go.
Alright, the numbers.
400.
400. Excellent.
Okay. Are you wired up?
I am not.
Those bars on the left are a good indicator of what's going to happen.
Yeah.
The controller made noise. I mean, it kind of, yeah, HD Rumble can do that.
Let me see. Because I only have one LAN cable right now, so let me check to see if my Wi-Fi is on this.
Sure. I don't mind testing your Wi-Fi, but... Because I don't know if Gord has a wired connection either. But we gotta stress test this.
Yeah. I do not have Wi-Fi on this. Is Oscar Gord?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, he has a wired connection.
Okay. Well, yeah, crap. I don't remember the password.
400.
No, for my Wi-Fi. Shit. This might take a while.
Well, we can just go Wi-Fi.
Okay.
You know, we're testing it.
Okay.
Anything that can evoke rollback. That's sad.
That is very sad. Are we sure we want to do this?
Not this far. You wanna, hold on. Let's see if it is the Wi-Fi. You can drop out.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yes. Okay.
That's crazy, man. No, it's not any better.
This
game is just cursed.
Poor Shambles.
Let's get in and just see if we can see rollback, I guess.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Wait, I went into 2-player. I went into 3-player. Yeah, you might as well, if you can, hop back in. Okay.
I'm doing it right now.
He's just terribly emulated. No, not anymore. Now it's just that the netcode is rough, specifically for the N64 one. I got it.
Oh no, sorry, I have pressed something. I'm trying to get. What's with the echo? It's like it's underwater.
Right. Actually, Gord, you want to try disconnecting too? See what happens? Just to be like, eliminate all possible variables.
Should add Gord onto. Oscar is in control. Oh.
That improved it. I still hear the warbling, but that did improve it.
That did. Strange that's Gord specifically.
Well, we do need to still test rollback, so yeah, come back in.
Yeah.
Though it always has been a problem where it doesn't add input delay, so it's still trying to keep up, and by doing so it warbles out the audio and lags. Instead of adding delay frames. Like, that's always been the problem with it, is it tries to add delay frames. You can come back in, Gord.
Come back, Gord.
Like, this could perform better if it just added delay frames. That's what the problem was. It's trying to stay too responsive. Okay, thank you.
There we are. There you are, Gord.
Okay, alright, let me back in then. Yeah, we'll have to get into a race and see.
Yeah.
Because if it's gonna roll back, we're gonna see it at this rate.
Yeah. Rainbow Road.
Do this Grand Prix.
Actually, yeah. We can watch the terrain roll back.
I won't lie, it is smooth. The audio is insufferable. It is pretty damn smooth, actually.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised. It's just the audio. Oh, little hiccup there.
Right.
Oh god, I cannot play this for shit! Oh my god. Freaking getting hit in this game is so detrimental. God damn it, I'm trying to do the freaking tech now. I'm already used to freaking World.
I haven't even started it yet.
I'm freaking trying to do just the straightaway jumps.
Well, this is unfortunate.
Alright, so...
Like, it is smooth, but yeah, that audio is annoying.
Yeah.
It's really not adding delay, but that was still a problem for it originally on Switch 1. Like, it warbles and does this audio stuff because it's not adding input delay to compensate.
Yeah.
Instead it does that.
Oh, this track sucks!
Oh, wait. Never mind, Wario just does that.
This does what?
It's like a frame buffer thing. I was watching him and he was going back and forth when I was pausing.
Oh.
Nothing else does, though. Alright, well that's unfortunate. I was also gonna try to rewind. I don't think you can rewind when you're online.
Probably not.
Get out of here, Gord.
Yeah.
I think it's hold. Oh, that's inconvenient to show you. Nothing's pointing to the minus
background. Switch background music volume. Oh, cool.
Well, we got our point here.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Now, it's really... Mario Kart is the stress tester. Because, like, I played Mario Party. Mario Kart is the stress tester. I played Mario Party a few times with Tom. And then we've had people in, like, Canada or California. And that has been fine. That was perfectly playable. So it could be game to game, but I know Mario Kart is really hard to get right. Because that game, Mario Kart in general, just doesn't maintain a frame rate. It's not supposed to. So I'm pretty sure that's why. Anyway, do you have the GameCube one installed?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll try Soulcalibur.
Oh, I thought we were going to go straight into F-Zero.
No. I have not played enough of that in my life to hop right into it. No, that was one my brother played more.
Oh, man, F-Zero. Alright, American or European? Or
You're American.
NA? American. NA or Europe? Alrighty. Accessing memory card, loading memory card, data loaded from memory card slot. There's a memory card in here?
There has to be.
I miss memory cards.
Do you have it installed? Do you have a GameCube installed, Gord? Well, I just send an invite anyway.
Oh god, I fucking miss this. I regret so bad giving away my freaking Soulcalibur II to fucking GameStop.
Yep. Still got it.
I could put it down. So I could put it down towards Soulcalibur 3. And then I put that down towards Soulcalibur 4, and then it kind of killed it for me at that point, and I skipped 5.
Oops. No. Settings. Show controls. Turn that off. I don't want to look at the CRT filter right now. I send invites, by the way. There we go.
Oh, yeah. How's it here?
Never played Soulcalibur. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the applause.
Yeah. Applauding.
It's not doing anything. Maybe because you were joining.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to assume it's, like... Actually, I don't know what it's gonna do for player 2.
Why is this one so much better?
Well, hold on. We don't know that yet.
Never mind. Never mind. It just shat itself.
Granted, you would not play this with 3 people.
Hell no.
But it's still worth seeing.
Yeah.
Transcending history and the world, a tale of souls and swords, eternally retold.
From the event a month ago, Soulcalibur felt fine. I bet it does, like single player. You know, local, console only. I bet it feels great.
This one has Link.
The audio's not fucked up, so that's a win there. Do you think this is higher quality, actually? This pre-rendered?
No, this is exactly how I remember it.
Looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah, no, it was just good. Yeah. They knew what they were doing. And then there's this fucker. It's
Connection
Amy.
better? Hard to tell yet. Why is N64 so fucking cursed?
Where's the money shot? Fuck yeah. Woo!
Crazy, it's still not the best series opening.
Yeah. Game was goated. 2003. Motherfuck.
That's input delay. So that answers that. Oh yeah, this game has widescreen, by the way. Let's see. Oops.
Woo! Everything's all stretchy.
Right.
Okay. Was this game at 60 though? I think it was, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Nearly every N64, every GameCube game was 60.
Versus Keelik. Watched over by the Almighty Ones, they unleash their fury.
What the hell goes wrong with N64?
I don't know.
Granted, this has a lot of input delay.
Sad face. And you were still able to get that parry.
See, N64 could be this smooth if it fucking added the same input delay that this is adding. I should have checked the button mapping also. Hold on.
Yeah. You can hold that to do an unblockable version.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to find the buttons because this is not how I would map the buttons.
What is it? Like A for horizontal, B for vertical, or?
Y is vertical. A is horizontal.
What?
What are you playing on?
Oh god, that's cursed. Oh no, that's not me playing.
Oh.
Yeah, damn, that sounds cursed.
And then X is kick. B is block. That's what I was looking for. Oh no, you know what it is? It was the sidestep. That was the other. It was a horizontal sidestep. So yeah, I don't know how the Soulcalibur II Online, the PS3 version, I don't know how that one performed. I don't know if you could say that's better or worse.
Versus Link. Link.
The fighters face a gruesome.
Lug.
Is there no other way?
Battle 1. Fight.
Oh, is it? Huh. If I could have my fucking fight stick.
Link wins.
Look at this goofy little guy.
Fight.
Also, this game also reminds you, yeah, Link is short.
I just want to go for these funny down A combos. Funny down air combos.
These bomb setups.
But he has two launchers. I remember one being a sidestep one.
You got the bow.
Yeah, I don't like playing this game on a fucking normal controller. It either has to be a fight stick or it has to be a GameCube controller. Otherwise, the buttons are just not right.
Yeah. Oh man.
Also, the delay. There's no. You will not be reacting.
Yeah.
This is 3 people connected right now.
Yes.
Because Omnio gets to play after this one, yeah. Yeah, we gotta do our set.
So you said Y is vertical?
Yeah.
Alright, that's all I need to know. Oh yeah, running soul charges. I can't believe you got hit by that. Oh yeah, that's right. Link originally had Million Man Stab.
Yeah.
What was that hitbox?
Final battle. Fight.
Oh, good Oki. That's Link's Oki. Whoa, nice parry.
Whoa.
GI. It's the low. It's always the low. Here, okay. Let me fight Omnio. If you want to disconnect Gord, just so it's 2 people.
Is in control.
Still back out too, just to
yeah.
See our mapping here. Yeah.
There's no way to change that, is there?
I don't know if there is. Oh, leave and come back.
Oh.
Yeah, you leave and come back. Yeah, we're about close to done. This is Soulcalibur II for the GameCube. Link was a guest character. It's a very good fighting game.
Yes.
To many, it is the best Soulcalibur. Any moment now. It's catching up. Okay.
Oh god, that delay.
Wait, hold on. Let me go remap my buttons now that I have the chance.
Let me remap too.
No. I need. There, that's all I need.
Okay. L. Hard. Okay, so I want A to still be horizontal. I like that. B.
Oh.
How
Shit, I did mix up A and B again. I hate these controllers.
All right. A, B. I don't get what it's asking of me here. So this
What do
is
you
still
mean?
horizontal.
Yes,
So-
that's horizontal.
All right, this is guard then.
That's guard, and then K is
Okay.
kick.
And then K is kick. Okay. Alright, so I want this to be... What is my B button on the Pro Controller? Okay.
The bottom face button.
Yeah. So I want this to be... horizontal. So that needs to be B. Okay. This I want kick. This one... I'm all fucked up. What the shit?
That is the top face button. X is the top face button.
Oh wait, no. I want this to be guard. That's right. This can still be kick. Okay, it's just those two.
No, I need to reverse. Yeah, I need to reverse those. There. Also, Soulcalibur is played at Soulcalibur II is played at 3 rounds.
Figured. They go by pretty fast.
Yep.
No escape.
Versus Raphael. The almighty ones have granted you.
Well then.
Yeah, it is upscaled. It's absolutely upscaled.
One, fight.
Yeah, good.
Oh, damn.
Link, win. Battle 2, fight.
Looks funny.
Damn.
Yeah, depending
trying to
on DI, it's that launcher into just the swings and then the down B. I'm also not showing anything else cool with Link, because he's got all his items. Jesus, that does a lot of damage.
Yeah, that was the whole game plan.
Raphael wins. Final battle. Fight. How boring.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that one. How did I do? Oh, is it? Oh, it's double down. Yeah, I would never seriously play this, but it's cool.
It is cool.
But no, yeah, this online's rough. I guess it's better than N64.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, I gotta play to unlock everyone. So I don't have Sophidia yet.
Versus Cassandra. Fate conspired.
Arguably the best nightmare design.
I'm going all out.
Music's so good.
Offer your soul. Battle 1. Fight.
Ugh. Yeah, the delay makes it impossible to take seriously.
Battle 2. Fight.
The plan failed. Devin.
Cassandra win. Battle 3. Fight.
Not enough range.
Cassandra Battle 4. Fight.
What was the thing again? There it is.
Oh, that stance.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Oh, I tried blocking.
Unblockable.
Where's Yoshi?
Win. Final battle. Fight.
Yeah, no. Oh, jeez. Vertical has failed me. Alright, I'll leave it there. I think I've gotten to test everything I wanted to test. Showed off all the games I wanted to show off. I think we can call it that for a pretty stacked, almost 4-hour stream. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Next port review I'm planning is Tales of Graces. I'm gonna, like, actually play Mario Kart now. Excuse me. And see other streamers too, I know that, but, yeah. Excuse me. Thanks everyone for sticking around and tuning in. I will be back for, let's see, is anything else coming out? Not off the top of my head. Stream-wise, if there's anything that, you know, you think would be relevant to my channel, I'm most likely going to stream it day one. We'll see when that is, but yeah, Tales of Graces is the next port review. Some other video plans, but yeah. Alright, thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all then.